What's up? So I've been working on this guitar project for a little bit. I got a trade-in from some kid, got a sweet, budget Kramer, but it was pretty beat up and terrible hardware. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna switch all of it up and do a little bit of modding, and then I was talking to Peg, and he's going to set me up with some stencils, and we're going to make a Zipties N Bias Plies guitar, and it's going to be sweet. This is the Kramer in question, BARETTA Special. Frets are dirty, fretboard's a little bit dirty. We're gonna get that all cleaned up and sexy. And I was gonna paint the headstock. Oh, yeah, and I scratched the hell out of it. So yeah, I'm probably still gonna paint the headstock. And we're gonna paint the body, which is right here. So, very sweet single humbucker, single volume guitar. I've already done some work to it. I've bondoed and filled these holes with dowels. Bondoed everything flat on the top. There's a big old gouge there, that's cleaned up. And I filled in these ones on the back. Also, it had a really plate here, and that was garbage, so I decided we're gonna carve the heel down for a little bit better access. Drilled for ferrules instead of that neck plate that I don't like. I don't know if anybody else likes them, but I hate those things. So one thing to consider if you're gonna be doing something like this, take those screws down. So as you can see, if they were as long as the back screws are there, they'd start poking into the fretboard, and we don't want that because that's going to lift the frets, and worst case scenario, blow right through the top of the fingerboard. So it's something you're gonna have to consider when you do that. One of the mods I'm doing on this had a pretty standard 6-screw trem here. These are no good. First of all, it's a skinny block. There's not a lot of mass there. You're gonna lose a lot of sustain. Chinesium, cheap garbage. Not something you want. They're just not a very good design, and a lot of people swear by them because they like Fenders and they like to be traditional. These are garbage. Get rid of them. So I drilled these out, put dowels in there, and we're going this route. 2-point trem from Wilkinson. So these are much better. You got 2 points contact instead of 6, so there's less friction. This massive block, very heavy, and best thing ever, it's got a pop-in bar. So no doing that twirly thing to thread it in there. It just pops right in, and there's a set screw in the back here. Adjust how tight you want it. These saddles here, not only do they look cool, that's your intonation set, that's to lock them down, and that's to adjust the heights. Very good bridge. This one, to be honest, feels a little cheaper. I almost feel like this is maybe the knockoff version, but I do have 2 bridges of this style in 2 other guitars, and I swear by them. They're good bridges for the money. This one I paid, I think, 65 commie dollars for it. They're not bad at all. This guitar, new, is like 350 bucks. So that's why it came with like just super cheap components. I'm gonna upgrade pretty much everything and paint it and make it cool. Now I just need to decide what color we're going with this thing. I'm gonna be drilling for my bridge posts. It's got a threaded insert here with these splines on them. So you want the hole to be drilled out to the smooth part on this end, and these splines are designed to kind of hold it. So that's what we're going to go for. Always test it out. Ooh. Oh yeah, if I look really closely, the splines are cutting into the wood, but the smooth part goes in there just fine. That's exactly what we want. Come on. Seriously. And the hardest part is to keep it level and straight. Oh yeah. There we go. Ready to stencil it up. Oh shit. Anything? Yeah. That's a lot. Got like every stencil. Here we go. Let's go. Hell yeah. So now I'm going to do a splatter on this guy as well with black, so it kind of looks like an oil splattered serious tunage. Painted the headstock off camera. I got a water slide logo on there. This was a Kramer. I had a Kramer water slide just kicking around. super happy I did. So we got this all done up off camera. It's all nice and hardened now. Finish is good to go. I mean, it's a bit janky, but there's a truss rod cover, so I'm not too worried about it. Now we're gonna do a little bit of work on this neck here. Check the neck for straightness with my straight edge. It's good. Made this little leveling beam with 2 different grits out of a old 2-foot level. So as long as it's straight and hard, it should be good to go.
That's what she said.
There's a before. A little bit dull. You can see where the strings were kind of hitting there. And got these ones marked off. I'm going to mark off the rest of them and level them. And try this out. Car polish, rotary. Let's give it a shot. Fretboard needs to be cleaned up a little bit more, but nice and shiny. There you are. Neck assembly is ready to go.